bbc.co.uk/watchdog.
Right, first Mercedes-Benz. Now, they've had one of their best years ever in the UK. But what does the Watchdog database say about them and other luxury cars, Charlotte?
Well, over the past 6 months, we've had over 200 complaints. 9% were about Jaguar, 24% on Audi. BMW had 27%, but in pole position is Mercedes with 40% of complaints.
Well, now Mercedes have announced a new plan. They're going to sack all their dealers and open 3 new regional sales centres. Now, dealers are understandably upset about losing their jobs and say consumers should be very, very concerned as car prices are going to rise and it's going to be harder to actually get your car serviced. So who's right? Will Mercedes' plans be any good for car buyers? Well, in a minute, I'll be talking to Quentin Willson, who thinks the company's new idea is spot on. First, though, here's Emma.
Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?
For decades, they've stood smartly polished in the showroom, just like their cars. Mercedes-Benz dealers sold a record 64,000 cars last year, confirming the United Kingdom is the company's 3rd largest market.
But that's not enough to save their jobs. All 159 Mercedes dealers have been given 12 months' notice. It means franchises like this one will stop at the end of the year.
We were shocked when they came and told us that we weren't wanted anymore. And here we are now in this extraordinary period of uncertainty where we don't know what their plans are properly. We don't know what's going to happen to us. And obviously all our staff and their families are extremely worried about it.
Mercedes now plan to open 3 experience centres in London, Birmingham and Manchester, with test tracks, cafes and lots more cars. The rest of the country will be split into 35 areas, each run by one main dealer, or directly by Mercedes-Benz.
Now, car dealers may not seem the most instantly sympathetic of figures, but it's not just them who'll be affected. Car buyers too could lose out. The fact that Mercedes now want to control many of their showrooms could mean higher prices.
Competition between franchise dealers can knock up to 2% off the cost of a car, quite a saving on a new Mercedes. With tighter company control on prices, dealers say that won't happen, putting off customers like former England rugby player Jeremy Guscott.
Competition goes out the window. I think you deal with a franchise. They've got the margins that they can go up and down with, and you can barter. I mean, that's what we all want to do. You can come in here and you can haggle. I think when you go to big corporates, it's kind of, you're just blown away by how big everything is, and it's pretty much, this is your price. That we're not going to kind of be too flexible on it.
Until recently, Mercedes were enthusiastically backing their dealers. Just months before sacking them, the company told the government that they liked local dealerships and that the competition between them benefited customers.
Dealers can't understand the change of heart. Yesterday, over 100 of them met in Birmingham and announced they'll be taking Mercedes-Benz to court. They worry Mercedes' plans could be the start of an industry trend.
This issue has terrible implications, we believe, for the whole industry. It is an example of one manufacturer being extremely arrogant and trying to manipulate the market. But unfortunately, we live in a copycat world, and if Mercedes-Benz, Daimler Chrysler get away with this, we will see, I am sure, other manufacturers thinking, oh, we ought to do that, and we will gradually see a reduction in competition and choice for car buying public across all brands.
I've never had a Merc, so what do you think, Nikki? I thought I'd upgrade the Watchdog car.
Lady Emma Howard whizzing off there. Tonight, Daimler Chrysler, Mercedes-Benz owners, say their plans are going to be good for the customer, good for the brand. It's got nothing to do with the way cars are sold. Well, with me is Quentin Willson, if I can get into this rather low car. Now, as a man of independent mind, a free thinker, I thought you would be absolutely railing against this centralisation.
No, I think it's a good idea because it's the future. This is the way the entire industry is going, and every car manufacturer is looking at their dealer group and asking the question, why? Why have all this added cost but no added value? That's the problem.
But what about the dealers? These are family businesses. They've worked on these businesses for years and years. They've got good personal relations with their clients. If you were one of these dealers, you'd be absolutely devastated.
Of course, and I am sympathetic, and there are a lot of very, very, very good Mercedes-Benz dealers, but by the same token, there are those dealers who are not delivering. delivering the Mercedes-Benz experience. I would like to see a situation where these middlemen are taken out and people can buy direct. And it's not just the car industry that's doing this. It's travel agents, it's booksellers, it's insurance brokers, it's airline ticket agents. All these things are an endangered species.
But the man in the street, the woman in the street, and Jerry Guscott as well, they like their dealers. They like the personal touch. They're going to lose that with these sort of faceless structure that's going to be imposed.
That's not strictly true, because they're going to have these big super sites, but they're also going to have a lot of local representation, smaller ones, maybe less glitzy, but you will still have contact with your dealer. But the whole experience, and this is the crazy thing, people spend so much money on buying a car, emotional investment, they don't enjoy the experience.
They enjoy the experience of the car's a good deal, and they can get good deals. You know, there's a certain leeway with the dealers. Very quickly, are we still going to be able to sneak in a little bit of a marginal negotiation?
Yeah. If Mercedes-Benz don't negotiate, they'll go bankrupt. And you can buy cars from the internet, from Virgin, from OneSwoop, from Direct Line, from car supermarkets, from brokers. There's so much competition, and Mercedes know there's competition, and they have to sharpen their pencils and get their act together.
Well, thank you for lending us one of your many cars tonight. Quentin Willson, thank you very much.